So are you people reading the NCERT book like I asked you people to do? Everyone should read the NCERT book.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Make a habit of reading it every day. Every day means whenever you study science. And that should be almost every day. At least some time you need to spend on science also. Study a little bit, but study every day. Okay. So these things we have seen already. No. Yeah, the rules which I have said, these were the rules. Parallel light going through the focus for concave mirror and for convex. Parallel light appears to be coming from the focus. So this is how it is there in your NCERT book. So you will read through this and you'll make sure that you understand everything. If there is any doubt, you will ask me, okay? Yeah. So now the next thing what we have to do is image formation by concave mirror. And these are the 6 ray diagrams associated with that. This is what you will call it as ray diagrams for concave mirrors. These are very, very important. You need to know it, understand it by heart, not just know how to draw it, but understand it. What's happening in these diagrams, okay, ray diagrams. So because you might have to answer questions based on this idea, and they might ask you to draw the ray diagrams also. Straightforward question could also be there. So you need to be ready for both. Okay, so today we will see these ray diagrams. I know for some of you who had studied science in the last year, we already covered this one, I think, right? So it will be a repetition, but still take it as a revision. Don't get bored. Try to practice it still, okay? And because this chapter is important, you get a lot of questions from this. So take it as a revision, okay? Fine, so we'll start with this image formation. Now we will not just have the mirror and light throwing at it, but we will have some object also. As you can see, this object has been represented like an arrow. So in a ray diagram, whatever object it is, this AB, what you see here, no? This is your object. You see, this is your object. In this diagram, this AB here, it is your object. Is everyone able to understand where the object is? Normally you represent object with the letters AB, and it's just an arrow pointing upwards. That means the object is kept upright, head up, feet down. Now this object could be anything. It could be a person, it could be a car, it could be a tree, anything. So these ray diagrams tells you that if an object is placed at some place, like in this first diagram, the object is placed at infinity. So if the object is at infinity, where the image will be, that is what it tells you, this ray diagram. Same way in the second ray diagram, it tells you if the object is kept little close to C, but beyond C, okay? Between C and infinity, you can call it as beyond C. So if your object AB is kept beyond C, the image is formed here, A dash, B dash. This is your image. Okay? Everyone is with me, following me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Is it making any sense which I'm telling, or is everything bouncing above your head? Tell me clearly. What does that mean? Silence. I don't speak this language, guys. Come on. Did it make any sense? I'm not expecting you to understand everything, but you have to understand that this arrow is object. These ray diagrams tell you that if my object is here, where will the image will be? So those basic ideas.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
Sir, my physics teacher said that there should not be any object at infinity, sir.
What did he say? Repeat your question again.
Sir, there should not be any object at infinity.
There should not be any object at infinity.
Yes, sir.
See, I think what your teacher was trying to tell you that when we say infinity, in mathematics, when you talk about infinity, you will think of a very large number, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I have a mirror kept over here, let's say concave mirror. If I have a mirror like this, when I'm saying that my object is at infinity, does it mean that it is beyond my planet Earth? It is somewhere in the stars? No, that's not the meaning of at infinity, okay? Infinity for this mirror could be just few meters apart. Infinity is a place from where all the light will come parallel for this particular mirror, depending on the size, okay? And it could not be kilometers away. It could be just few meters away. Maybe there's no rule for that. How many meters away we should start calling it as infinity? There's no rule for that, okay? If the object is far enough that the light starts coming parallel from there, that means the object is at infinity. That's what we call it, okay? So this infinity does not mean that it's very, very far away. It's beyond the stars. No, it's not in some other galaxy. It's in the same place. It's very close to the mirror also, just that the light is coming parallel. Everyone is clear with that idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so yeah, then what basic idea I want you people to understand that what these ray diagrams are there for. They're asking you to learn 6 of them. Why should I learn it? What's the big deal in this? Why should I put my head so much into this? All these 6 ray diagrams basically tell you that depending on position of the object, where it is, where the image will be formed. So just these 6 images cover all the possible cases for this particular mirror. More or less. Like when I say that beyond C, the object could be a little bit here, somewhere further away. So this distance could be variable, could be anywhere, but it will be beyond C, somewhere close to this. So if I'm telling that if my object is kept beyond C, somewhere close to the mirror, so that we can't call it as infinity, then the image will be formed between the center of curvature and the focus. Okay, between these two places somewhere. It will not exactly be in the middle over here. It could be anywhere between C and F. That's what this ray diagram tells you. Okay. Same way. Now, let's try to understand why there are only 6 ray diagrams. Why not 7? Why not 5? Why only 6? And this is 6 for concave mirror. Let's scroll down a little bit and see. For convex mirror, you just have 2 of them. Only 2 ray diagrams. Why? Why not 6 for these 2 also? So there's a reason for that. Let's try to understand that reason. Anybody knows what is the reason? Why only 6 diagrams here? And why only 2 for the other guy? Why so much partiality with convex? No? Okay, we'll understand this, okay? So let's start with the image formation of concave mirrors. Okay. Let's draw the concave mirror first. What is this point over here called, guys? Tell me, what should I represent it as? This point?
P.
Yes, P. P for what?
Pole.
Pole. Pole of the mirror. Then center of curvature will be somewhere over here. It will be the center of the sphere from which this mirror was cut out. Center of that circle or sphere. And exactly in between this C and P, there will be a point. What should I represent it as?
Focus. F.
F. And it will be called as the focus. Okay. Now try to understand why there are only 6 ray diagrams for it. Okay. So where can you place the object? Think about it. If you place the object very, very far away, like I said, very far away means not kilometers, just a few meters apart, so that the light will start coming parallel from head also, from tail also, everywhere, from tip to toe, the light will come parallel for this mirror. Okay. So if the object is very far away, you will call this position of the object that it is at infinity. Now, if it is 100 meters apart, still it will be this case. And if it is 2000 kilometers apart, still it will be at infinity only. Both the cases. You know, light can come from very, very far away, right? It could be billion kilometers also. Even you can project an image of a star also on this mirror. So that light would have come from star, imagine, light years away. So infinity could be as close as 100 meters or a few meters, and it could be as far as light years away from star. All those cases will behave in the similar manner. That's why you put them into one single bucket and you call that particular case as the object is at infinity. So this becomes our first ray diagram when the object is at infinity. Now that makes you understand, okay, first thing is justified. Why am I having this case, object at infinity? Let's see this one. When you move close enough so that you will be able to place the object's feet at the principal axis over here, and the head of the object will be above somewhere over AB. But it is still far away from the, not far away, it will beyond C. It could be very close to C over here also. Okay. The object could have been very close to C, and we will still call it as the same second case. This object is not so far away that the light is coming parallel from everywhere, and it is not on C yet. So all these cases make your case 2, which we will call it as the object is beyond center of curvature, C, beyond C. Okay, so let me put that only one single ray diagram for that over here, somewhere close to this. Let's say this is the case. So yeah, here it will be A, B. This is A, B. Okay. Yeah. Now, where else can you put the object, guys? Where is the most next significant place where we can put the object? Okay, before we go to that, just remember, when the object is beyond C, you see what happened? Light went parallel this one, and then I was able to make this light pass through the center of curvature from here. Okay, and by that, what happened? Image was formed somewhere between this. Okay, so all these cases, whether you put the object here, here, or here, the image will be somewhere between this C and F, depending on where the object is. Does it make sense? This is your case 2. The object is beyond C. The third significant place where you can put your object is that is exactly at C. This is also significant because it gives a particular type of image. If you put the object exactly at C, anybody remembers what happens if it is exactly at C? Guys, are you there? Got disconnected or everybody is sleeping? I don't understand what's happening. Why so silent? Are you people understanding, or it's becoming a little boring?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone is able to follow? Okay, I heard from.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
Yes.
yes, just keep telling me, keep poking me sometime. Yes, sir, no, sir, at least. I will know that you're awake. Otherwise, I'll think that you're sleeping. All right. This chapter is not that boring. Okay. So why this is significant is because of this ray diagram. Look here. When, okay, go on mute, guys, all of you. Whoever is unmuted, go on. Tanushri. Tanushri,
Sir?
you are on. Can you go on mute?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
That's okay. Whenever you have to say something, then you can unmute yourself. Okay. I have not muted anyone from my side. So everyone is free to unmute and speak to me anytime, but stay on mute because there is some background sound coming from there. Okay. All right. So what I was saying is the next significant place is when you put the object exactly at C. So you see the ray diagram is slightly different and it is a significant place to put it because when you put the object at C, image also comes exactly at C. And you see the size of the image is also same. We will go into the details of all those things later. But remember, this is another significant place where we can, just by knowing that the object is at C, we will know that where the image will be formed, image will also be at C. So that makes our third case. That is, object is at C. So now you would have understood the pattern. We were at infinity, then somewhere between infinity and C, then at C. What will be the next place? Tell me quickly, someone.
Between center of curvature and focus.
Yes, very good. It will be, of course, between center of curvature and focus. Means doesn't mean that it will be exactly in the center. Just like I have been telling you, it could be anywhere. It could be here or anywhere. Any of these cases will fall under the same rule, same bucket. That we will call it as the object is between C and F. So we will call it as so let's call this case as between C and F. What will be the next possible significant place where we could put our object? Of course, at the focus, yes. You can look at the figure also. So this was between C and F. What happened? The image earlier it was at C, but when you bring the object closer to the mirror from C to somewhere between C and F, you see the object image has gone further away. Earlier it was at C over here, image has gone further away and it has become bigger than the object also. Object is small, image has become bigger now. Okay. Then the next possible case, object is at focus, image seems to be making at infinity. We will understand all that, but that's okay. So this is one, this is your fifth case when the object is at focus. And then the last case, which is object could be where now? Tell me, guys.
Beyond the pole.
Focus and pole.
Yes, we will call it as between focus and pole. Okay. Object could be anywhere between focus and pole, and we will call that as our sixth case where the object is between F and P. This makes our sixth case.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
so we can also call it as on like small alphabet F.
Small alphabet F is for focal length. That is to represent the length of the focus from the pole.
Sir, on.
On.
Yes, sir. On small alphabet F.
Okay, small alphabet F means, see this, are you talking about this focus over here? Or you want to?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm not clear about your question. Try to explain again your question, what you want to say.
So for this, like for the sixth case, you are saying that it is between F and P. Between focus and pole. Can we also write it as on focal length?
Oh, okay. So because you are saying that from here to here, this thing is focal length. So you mean to say that the object is on f, small f. That's what you want to say?
Yes, sir.
No, but that's not a good way of writing it, because focal length is a length, right? So some object cannot be on a length. Does it make sense to say that object lies on f, small f? Or you can say that it is within the range of the focal length. Wordings, it is up to you. But typically in your book or whenever you get a question, you might see these words. That's why I want you to be familiar with this, between f and p. It means between focus and pole. And of course, whatever you have understood, that is correct. It means that in the sixth case, the object is within the range of the focal length. So if the focal length is 15 centimeter for this mirror, if the focal length is 15 centimeter, that means your object is within that 15 centimeter of the mirror. Okay, but that's not how you will write it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So I hope now everybody understands why there are 6 cases for this. Now let's very quickly see why only 2 for the other poor guys. Okay. So let's draw the convex mirror. This point is P. Where would be my F and C? Should I write it here?
Right.
No, sir.
No, it's not correct. We have for a convex mirror, it will be on the left side, of course, because the circle is completing this side. So center of the
Right
circle will be
side,
this
sir.
side. Yes. Okay. So center is somewhere here, and exactly between the center and pole, you will have your focal length. Now you understand that the infinity is same thing. When you keep the object beyond a certain point where the light is coming from parallel, that point is your infinity. So that makes up your first case. Okay. So this is your case 1. When the object is at infinity. Remember, all these things we are studying the position of the object. Okay. So let me write it over here. So these are the different possible positions for the object. Okay. For a concave mirror, there were 6 possible positions. For convex, let's see. So when it is at infinity, look at the ray diagram. Yeah. When it is at infinity, all the light will come parallel and the image will be formed at the focus. You will understand those things in detail. This is one case. And the other case, when you bring it close enough that it's not infinity, there is no C or F over here. So we will not be able to split it up into those cases, no? Close to C, between C, at C, F, those things are not there over here. Anywhere it is close to the mirror, the image formed will be very similar. The image will be always between the pole and the focus. The closer you bring the object, the bigger the image will get. The further you go away, the image will be smaller and smaller. And if you go far enough that it is at infinity, then the object will be exactly at the pole. It will become point size object image. Okay. So if I spoke that a little fast, make sure you go through the video and it will make sense. Okay. So I'll repeat that again once more. As you bring the object closer, the image will become bigger and bigger. If you go further away, the image will become smaller and smaller. And if you go far enough, that is at infinity, the image will be exactly at F and it will be very, very small, point size. Okay. So since there are no different categories, no F and C this side, there is no other different cases that image is forming at different places. Image always forms. If your object is close to the mirror, image always forms between C and between P and F. That's why there is only one single case for the rest of the things. One is at infinity, one is when the object is close to the mirror. Okay. So this second case, this one we call it as object is at infinity. What do we call this one as? Where is the object? It is between infinity and pole. That's the only other case remaining. Okay. So in the second case, when the object is somewhere over here, this makes up your case 2, which is object is between infinity and P, which is pole. So does everyone understand now why there are only 6 cases for that and 2 for this poor guy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So that's it for today. Tomorrow you don't have any classes. So next class will be on Monday. Okay. I was planning to take your test tomorrow, right? Science.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's keep that test on Monday, guys. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
You'll get time to prepare also. So make sure you prepare well for the first chapter. Try to study everything, whatever we have learned so far, and prepare well. Okay. Anyone has any question from today's class?
Sir,
Tell me. Yes. Tell me.
sir, first chapter doubt.
I could hear you, Ritesh.
Sir, first chapter doubt, sir.
Oh, that. Oh, you had the one which you had posted, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. That one I will send it to you today. Okay, I will send the answers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any doubt in what we have studied today, right now?
No, sir.
Okay. So, in the next class, we will start learning those 6 + 2 8 ray diagrams fully. Okay, in full detail. We'll do that.